Hey, it's the Loony Love Bad One here, and today I'm going to be showing you how to take care of your doll's hair with curly hair. And this works on Sage number 55, which I have both of them. I have Sage right here, and other dolls with ringlet curls. It won't work on 44, at least I don't know, I haven't tried, but probably not with the tight curls and not with waves. This is for if you want what I call the Shirley Temple look, the ringlets. It looked really good on 55, and it looks amazing on Sage. Sorry. So let's get started. So Sage's hair has been in this braid for a while, and it's really ugly. And as you can see, her hair is really knotty, and it's kind of got straight, and it just looks really bad. But I'm going to fix that. I like to work with my dolls when they're naked. I think it's easier because the clothes don't get wet and stuff. But if you're going to put your doll in a hairstyle, I would recommend putting their clothes on first. But, you know, it's up to you. I just like to work with them like this. I think it's a lot easier. Nothing gets in the way, except for their strings, which get really annoying. But anyway, for this, and this is really easy, you are going to need a spray bottle with water. It doesn't matter if it's hot or cold, whatever water you want. I just use like warm water. A wire wig brush and a toothbrush, and I like to actually use this little travel toothbrush because it's small, it's easy to pack if you're bringing your doll somewhere, and it's really cute because it's like this, so you can put it and then opens up, put it in here, and if I can get it in here, and now it's a full-size toothbrush, and it's just easy to take places, and it's like doll size, so I like it. Okay. So the first thing you want to do is to just wet your doll's hair. So it shouldn't be like soaking, that it's like dripping water everywhere, but it should be more than damp. Just like a good amount of water on there, just not too much. And I got these ideas that I'm using from a bunch of different videos, so I'm not really copying anyone, but what I kind of did, so if you see something similar, don't be like you copied, is I watched a bunch of videos on how to take care of curly doll's hair, and I tried all of them out to see which ones worked best for me, and none of them worked perfectly, but I combined a bunch of the tutorials that I watched and made my own. So I would give credit, but I don't even remember whose I watched because I was just on YouTube like watching a bunch of them, and then I kind of combined them for what worked for me. So you might want to do the same with other people's, but yeah. So after you have her hair wet, you're just going to want to take your wire wig brush and brush it out. This always happens.
Don't worry if the curls come out. Like if you're starting to brush it, and then it starts to like get all straight and the curls start to mess up and you're like, oh my god, like what's going on? Like you're taking out the curls and I want to have her hair stay curled. But, you know, don't worry if that happens. Just brush it out so that there are no knots in it.
Okay, so I just finished brushing out her hair, and as you can see, it's really kind of straight and poofy and messy, and it looks bad. But don't worry, that will be fixed in a minute. So, the next thing you're going to do is you're going to start dividing her hair into sections, except don't divide it into the sections all at once. Just kind of divide it one at a time as you're going along. But each section is going to be one curl, so you want to decide how thick the curls are going to be. And optional is to brush out the section a little bit before you work with it. This brush broke again. I just kind of run my fingers through it a little bit because her hair is pretty knotty, because I haven't done this in a while, but you should be doing this like maybe once a week, depending on how often you change their hairstyle and stuff and all that stuff. So now what you're going to do is you're going to finger curl the section. Make sure you're going in the right direction that the curls are going. Even if her hair is straightened, you can still see the direction of the curls a little bit. So just follow that direction that the curls are going in. And I'm pretty sure At least, I don't really know, but I'm pretty sure her curls always go away from her face, at least on my doll. But you can see the direction it goes in, so finger curl it all the way to the bottom, like what I'm doing right now. Then hold this in place. You can put a ponytail over it if you want, or a clip, but I'm just going to hold it here. And take your toothbrush and wet the toothbrush, like wet the tip of the toothbrush a little bit. And now, what you're going to do is you're going to go over the curl with the wet toothbrush, like what I'm doing. And you want to like kind of get it everywhere, so you want to go on top of her head, like the root where the curl starts, and go all the way down on top of it and under it. Just as I'm doing it, just kind of continue following this. So you're going to do that with each section. So I'm going to do that right now. If it helps, I just figured out that all of my Sage's curls go counterclockwise. If that's any help. I don't know if that's on all of them. Okay, so now you have these ringlets, and I know what you're thinking. That looks really bad. They're not going to stay. Like, what are you thinking? It's still kind of naughty. Looks kind of messy. What's going on? Don't worry. You're not done yet. So a few more steps to go. And when it's done, it'll be beautiful. But when you brush it out, you do have to make sure that there are no knots in it, because then it'll be hard to do the curls and it will look really messy. So now what you're going to do is you're going to spray her hair again. Even if it's still pretty damp, you want to get it wet again. It should still be damp because you just sprayed it and then you sprayed each section. So, but still, you need to go over it again. And now what you're going to do is you're going to finger curl each section again. And I know you're like, oh my god, I have to do all that again. That was so much work. But don't worry, you don't have to do the toothbrush. And now you don't have to worry about what way the curls go or go over with the toothbrush. You're just going to finger curl each section over again to reinforce it. And trust me, it works. And you have to start from the top and kind of smooth it out a little bit and go tightly. I know you're thinking like, why did we do that in the first place if we're just going to go over it? But trust me, it works because I've done this a lot of times. So just like that, just go over it, no spray, no toothbrush, and Okay, now that you've done this, her hair should look really pretty. And since I haven't done it in a while, mine still looks a little bit messy, and you might have to go over the curls a little bit again. And if it's your first time doing this, it's going to look a little bit messier. But after you do it, like I said, do it at least once a week. And if you put her hair into a new hairstyle, then definitely do it again. And you're not totally done yet, but now you should have pretty ringlets. And the thicker curls you make, the bouncier your ringlets will be. I made mine pretty thin, so they're not like bouncy like Shirley Temple, but if you make them thick, which I did one time, I made them really thick and they got super like bouncy and gorgeous. So I'm going to go over this one again because it came out again, and this one. And since these two are pretty thin and they keep coming out, I'm just going to combine them right now. And just twist them together. And now, what you're going to do is you're going to spray her hair again. So much spraying, I know, I'm sorry. But this time, just a little bit. Her hair's probably like soaked right now. Mine's not soaked, but you just want to spray it again. And now you're going to take your toothbrush and make it a little bit damp. Not too wet, though. And now you're going to go on the top of her head and go over to get all those little flyaways out. So this, I think, was from Bina and Dina's tutorial or something. So make sure the part is good and go over the flyaways. You can go down a little bit onto the curls, but be careful not to mess them up. And this should make her hair in general look a lot neater if the top is neater. So this is great if like for all the hair sticking out, and it smooths them down and it makes them look really neat. I'll show the top of her head.
So as you can see, it's almost putting her hair, sorry, this is right into it now, but it almost puts her hair into these like super nice stripes because of the way the bristles are. And in the back here where it's knotty, I'm going to go over it a little more and just get all these extra hairs down and into the general style kind of. Okay, so now you are done, and if you want to leave her hair down like this, you can, and I think it's really pretty. This curl in the back here got a little messed up, so I might redo this part a little bit. But like I said, if you do it thicker, you'll get bouncier ringlets if that's the style you're going for. If you just want kind of like loose curls, thinner is probably better. And go over them if you need to, like what I'm doing. And the top should be neat, and it should look really nice. And like I said, after you start doing this regularly, because I used to be at a point where she had the prettiest curls, but I stopped doing this regularly, and now it's really messy. But if you start doing this regularly, it will look amazing by like the second or third time you do it. But if you want, you can style it. So in a separate video, which will be linked once it's up, I'm going to show, so you can click on her face for the video. It might not be linked yet because I'm probably not going to post it. But you can click on her face for the other video where I'm going to be showing styles you can do for her hair. And this works on other curly hair dolls too, remember. Styles that you can do to your hair after you do this. Simple and easy that you can use with the ringlets to just look super cute. So I think this looks really good. It's just an easy way to take care of her hair. You don't need curlers or anything. It looks super cute. And it stays for a while. Like, you should do it regularly, like I've been saying, but it does last over a month if you don't. Like, obviously she's laying down and you're changing her and doing hairstyles, it won't, but if you like have her sitting or standing, which I had to one of my dolls once, it will stay for like over a month, like in this condition. So like I said, mine doesn't look very good right now because I haven't been doing it regularly, but it will look really amazing. So just keep doing this, and thanks for watching. Bye!